Welcome to Rare Coins Value. The 1998 Canadian 1-cent coin is a small but meaningful piece of Canada's numismatic history, representing the final years before the 1-cent coin was eventually discontinued. Although often overlooked for its low face value, the 1998 penny holds significance in design, composition, and heritage. It symbolizes both Canada's national pride and the country's transition from traditional coinage materials to more modern minting technologies. Let's explore its full historical background, design features, metal composition, minting process, and collector's value in detail. The 1998 Canada 1-cent coin was issued by the Royal Canadian Mint, which has been responsible for minting Canada's coins since 1908. This coin bears the familiar image of a maple leaf twig, an emblem deeply rooted in Canadian identity and featured on the national flag. The maple leaf design was first introduced in 1937 by the artist G. Krugergray, and it remained on the 1-cent coin until its discontinuation in 2012. The coin's reverse side, the tails, features two maple leaves attached to a single twig, symbolizing peace, unity, and growth, qualities Canadians take great pride in. Beneath the design is the word Canada, followed by the year 1998, marking the date of minting. The initials KG appear just below the leaves, acknowledging the designer Krugergray's artistic contribution. On the obverse side, the heads, the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, who has appeared on all Canadian coinage since 1953. The specific effigy on the 1998 cent is the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Dora de Pederyhunt in 1990. This design depicts the Queen wearing a pearl necklace and facing right, with a dignified and mature appearance reflecting her role as the long-serving monarch of the Commonwealth. Around her portrait are the Elizabeth II and Gregina, which stand for Dei Gratia Regina, meaning by the grace of God, Queen. This reflects both Canada's historical ties to the British monarchy and its continued recognition of the Queen as head of state during that era. In terms of metal composition, the 1998 Canadian penny was made primarily of zinc with a thin copper plating. Earlier pennies had been made of pure bronze or copper, but by the late 1990s, the Royal Canadian Mint sought to reduce production costs by introducing cheaper materials. Specifically, the 1998 1-cent coin contains 98.4% zinc and 1.6% copper plating. This composition gives it a distinctive reddish-brown tone when freshly minted, though over time it can darken or show spots due to oxidation. The coin has a diameter of 19.05 mm, a thickness of 1.45 mm, and a mass of 2.25 grams. Its plain edge, without ridges, distinguishes it from higher denomination coins like nickels and dimes. Regarding minting and production, the Royal Canadian Mint in Winnipeg produced millions of these pennies in 1998 for circulation. The quality control and precision of Canadian coinage are world-renowned, and even though the 1-cent coin was the smallest denomination, it maintained high aesthetic and manufacturing standards. Millions of 1998 pennies were struck, ensuring that they were widely circulated throughout the country. However, despite being common, some variations and mint errors such as double die strikes or off-center imprints can make certain 1998 pennies desirable among collectors. The historical context of this coin is also noteworthy. The late 1990s represented an important era in Canadian coinage, as the government began discussions about the economic inefficiency of maintaining the penny. The cost of producing each 1-cent coin was close to, or even higher than its actual value, leading to debates that eventually culminated in its discontinuation in 2012. Therefore, the 1998 issue sits within the final decades of the penny's life period, when it still held purchasing power, but was nearing obsolescence. From a collector's standpoint, the 1998 Canadian 1-cent generally holds low monetary value in circulated condition, often just a few cents above face value. However, uncirculated or proof-like specimens, coins that were never used in everyday transactions and have maintained their original shine, can be worth more to numismatists. These are often sold in mint sets or proof sets, and are prized for their flawless finish and sharp details. Coins with minting errors, such as die cracks or missing letters, can also be valuable depending on their rarity and condition. The symbolism of the coin is equally important. The maple leaf represents not just nature, but also the unity and diversity of the Canadian people. It reminds citizens of their connection to the land and their shared national identity. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, on the other hand, ties Canada to its Commonwealth heritage while reinforcing the continuity of leadership and tradition. Together, these two sides of the coin tell a story of a nation that values both progress and tradition. Finally, in the broader perspective of Canadian monetary evolution, the 1998 1-cent coin serves as a reminder of how small denominations once played a vital role in daily life. It circulated through shops, schools, and homes, becoming part of everyday transactions for millions of Canadians. Today, even though the penny is no longer in use, many people still keep these coins as keepsakes, tokens of nostalgia, or lucky charms. The 1998 edition, with its bright coppery surface and iconic maple leaf, stands as a small but beautiful testament to Canada's history, craftsmanship, and culture. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin histories, detailed analyses, and hidden facts about old and valuable coins from around the world.